Hello everybody, it is me here, I am Xander, and I'm actually going to be bringing you another pro replay. We're going to be watching roxkisBratok, the Terran on the top right, going up against M Lalush, the Zerg on the bottom left. Both these guys are very well known, very highly ranked, and for a fact I know that Bratok has been around since the Starcraft 1 days, one of the best Terran Starcraft 1 players in the world, doing really well in tournaments like the TSL and just being awesome in the foreigner scene. Bratok is on Roxkis and it's got a lot of good players like Caverns is a very strong Zerg player. And Bratok is going to be very fun to watch. He's definitely an incredibly skilled player, and I don't think he's actually going to go for a 2-Rax opener, judging by the supply depot placement. So that's awesome to see from Bratok. He's not going to do the 2-Rax opening, but that is a very versatile opening, forcing Zergers no matter what from your opponent. And we're going to see what Lalush is doing. It does look like he's actually, it's actually too soon to tell the food count, but it might be possible that he's going for a hatchery first. I would not be surprised from that. Now, I also want to say that this cast is actually serving to be a test for me, as well as just a way to see an awesome game. You might be hearing music in the background. I'm hoping you're hearing it on very low levels, so I'm trying to experiment with having that. Because I'm using fraps and the sound settings aren't perfect, there's a little less sound than what I want, because the fact that there's not as much game sound as much as you hear me. So unfortunately, I want to add a little bit else into that, so hopefully that works well. And we do have the hatchery first going down from Lalush. See when he throws down his spawning pool. Looks like it might be on this next 14 food. He's running around, got a drone scout. Seeing that there's only one Rax, there is not a 2-Rax opener. There's gas being put down as well and everything. So Lalush has got to feel happy there's no 2-Rax going down. But there's still there's a spawning pool. Spawning pool does get thrown down at 14. Might be a good time to actually. Oh, actually, looks like the timing on this. There's 55 seconds left to build there, and really well done spawning pool and hatchery timing. Like I was looking on the progress bar and I looked close to it, but these are actually going to pop out at very similar timings, which is most likely going to allow 2 queens to be produced almost immediately from Lalush. So that'd definitely be very good to see. The timing is probably going to be really close to perfect. I'm going to be able to watch that. Now here we go. Do the gas steal from Lalush and allow him to get a little bit more scouting. And Bratok is continuing to macro. He's got his gas going down. Looks like he'll be able to afford a factory in a moment. He's going to build that. He's got the 150, 100. There it is. Factory does go down from Bratok. He does have 2 Marines out. I do believe you need 3 to be able to kill the extractor faster than it builds. So Lalush does have it moving his guys up, and Lalush declares 3. Okay. Bratok continuing to kill the extractor, and there we go. The hatchery goes down, and it looks like oh yeah, look at that. The timing on the queens was pretty similar. So the SUV is probably just going to go ahead and escape, maybe get control of the watchtower. It's definitely a good way to get the scouting that you need. Apparently spawning and scouting are the same thing, guys didn't realize that. But still, Bratok does go ahead and kill off that refinery. He could be able to get it whenever he wants to. Factory's going down, the command center going down as well from Bratok, so he's definitely wants to get his expansion up. He's going to be able to get reactive Marines out. He's going to produce a Hellion. Yep, Hellion's going down from the factory. Let's see if he goes to starport down, or he's going to stick with this to go for a Marine tank push. Basically a Zergling death push, however, we have a Roach Warren going down from Lalush. So Lalush is going to be able to do well against the Hellions. We'll see how he handles this against the Marines. Having those Roaches out early will prevent a lot of Marines from doing damage. However, once roxkisBratok reaches that critical mass of Marines, it will not matter how great your ability to use your Roaches are, because of the fact that the Marines will just have all the DPS, still have stim, and do everything really quickly in terms of death doing. So, see, you got Roaches in the production tab, so Lalush is going to get up his army now that he's seen a little bit of a push. These guys are going to be, actually, killed in Creep Tomb Rats, so really unfortunate for Lalush. You have to put down another one, using a spawn larva to try and do that, but a few more Zerglings going down. Queen is going to try and escape. We do have the Roaches coming out now, though, and that's going to be enough to force Bratok away. This, Marine might go down, or is Lalush going to pull back? Oh, he's off creep now. Yep, he's going to pull back. So one Marine almost goes down. So roxkisBratok does get a few free kills in there, but doesn't really do a ton of damage. Lalush just handles it perfectly. Getting out some more drones as well. So he's going to drone up to a very large degree right now, it would seem. He's getting metabolic boost. He actually skipped that originally. So that's something really to note, the fact that he went for the Roaches first instead of Zergling speed. It's going to be interesting. No Baneling nest yet, it would seem. Just continuing to macro up. No lair or anything quite yet. Bratok does have a large amount of Hellions out right now. And he has a good amount of Marines. However, no stim or anything's being researched, but there is an Infernal Preigniter. He wants to kill those Zerglings incredibly quickly. And now these roaches are just going to go ahead and run away. Their moving speed is 2.25, which is the exact same thing as the Marines, but oh, these guys are going to go down to Hellions. That's really not good for Lalush. He kind of wants his roaches to be alive. You can just watch it as it's going to go get taken out by the Hellions, except Braddock's Marines are a little bit in the way. So he actually might be able to escape. No clear constitution is being researched, but more roaches are on the way. He's all in cream now, and Infernal Preigniter is now done. Braddock could go ahead and snipe some drones. A lot of these roaches are out now, but it looks like Braddock's going to do is he's using the Marines to distract the roaches while the Hellions come over and kill every drone that's ever existed. So Braddock is doing a ton of damage to these guys. Marines are still alive too. This is looking bad for Lalush. A simple push from Braddock is doing a ton of damage. He's be able to take out even more drones. Oh my god, how many units were lost in that? 23 units, and a healthy amount of those were drones. It's now 30 drones versus 31 SCVs. Braddock and Lalush are both doing a great job reducing workers, and Lalush just lost a lot. Braddock's getting up his command center and everything. His second base is now mining. He's got bunkers on the way, going to be able to defend this fairly efficiently, and more barracks in production. Siege mode and siege tanks will most likely be out soon. Might be going to use the factory for next, but he's not producing any Hellions. He's just sitting on a lot of money right now. He's getting a second gas up. He's getting another supply depot. So this is looking pretty good for him. He does have these 2 forward bunkers completely filled. If one of them gets close to dying, he actually will be able to rally point the Marines into this bunker and just get the Marines into another bunker before they die. Well, hopefully from his point of view. And now we do have the second extractor, or really third extractor going up, as well as a spine collar in the back. Yeah, this backwards hallway is really a vulnerability for Lalush. You'll see that, oh look at that, Brad's actually going to take advantage of this before spine collar gets put up, and now more drones are going to go down. Yeah, look at this, Lalush is having to pull back his drones. Roaches are there, but oh, the drones are just pulling up and lining up for the Hellions. That is not how you deal with Hellions. You do not give them free kills like that. Oh, this is bad. Lalush is losing a lot to these Hellions. They're just going around killing a lot of drones. This actually might end up being close to the game if Lalush loses too many. Yeah, this is too bad. Lalush is having almost no mining left. 31 drones are out, but he's using all his money to get drones instead of units. Braddock's been able to just mass up an army, and Lalush... Oh, actually might have been a fun game. So Lalush does a weird form of the GG, and Braddock is just going to go ahead and emerge victorious from most likely what was a practice game. Just judging by that. And these guys are both high level, probably just friends. So that's good to see. Very cool game from Braddock. Definitely doing a good job controlling the drone production, which is definitely a great way to win TVZ. Thank you guys for watching. I'll move on and do another cast. Thank you.